Let's score some jam at Knott's Berry Farm.
For sure, dog. We'll be kicking it old school at Bigfoot Rapids.
Gonna get my flume on.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
I'm drinking rum.
It's rum and nerdy.
I'm drinking rum.
The time has come.
I'm drinking rum.
So grab a glass, some ice, your bottle, 'cause we're about to drink some rum.
Kicking like I usually do, drinking.
I'm drinking rum.
Here's Greg and Garrick.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rum and Nerdy. I'm Greg.
And I'm Garrick.
And over there is...
Andy.
This is going to be episode...
Andy again?
Yeah.
Andy again?
He's putting up numbers against Scott as the
Ooh,
most
right.
visited representative of the
Oh, that sounds like
Friends
a
group.
gauntlet thrown.
Oh, yeah.
But I apologize. You were almost ready to introduce the episode number.
Yeah, and we got sidetracked. That never happens with Andy. 5.40, the Knott's Berry Express. Not really a car, but it is a vehicle.
Why is it the Knott's Berry Express, Greg?
Because we are at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. For SATE.
SATE, North America, 2024.
2025.
Or 5.
Or 2025. Man, I've been writing checks wrong this whole time.
You know what? And that might
What
get you
year
out
is
of
it?
actually having to pay
What year is
for
it?
what you bought.
What? Yeah.
We're at now. Wow.
Wait, better question. What's a check?
I don't know. It's
Sorry.
something. It's something that
We're at SATE
yeah.
North America, 1998.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
We're gonna fax you your invitation.
I was down at the drugstore having a phosphate. Yeah, no, wow.
Yeah. Can I have a Zima or a clearly Canadian?
There's
Molson
only,
Ice?
There's only a handful of times you really need to use a check. Like there's just some crappy bank institution that like, we need a check. And just to make it really annoying, I got Minion checks. So they're the goofiest fucking checks you could just possibly imagine. And
Banana.
Exactly. Like,
Beatable.
we need a 6-figure down payment for this house. Okay, cool. Here's some minions, and they're all making fun of each other. That's really, you can cash it.
Yeah, nothing says grown-up purchase like a down payment on a house with a Minion check.
I had some lady look at me and she's like, seriously? I'm like, you're the one asking for checks.
I would have at least used the GRU check for that one.
The GRU check?
Yeah.
This is going to be very expensive for me. Anyway, so no rum today because it's like 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday morning following SATE.
Ironically enough, there was rum here like 6 hours ago or 12 hours ago. What
A
time
bit
was
sad it was only 6 hours ago.
It was not a long time ago
Yeah.
at the hotel restaurant / bar.
Oh,
Here at glorious Knott's Berry Farm.
this is a good time to bring up that early in the trip, we on Sunday we came in. We were over at Rock and Brews watching the Sunday football.
Yep.
And they had Kiss, like the band Kiss, because they're like literally they will license their likeness for any fucking product.
Oh,
You know,
Gene
Kiss,
Simmons
yeah.
is an investor in big air quotes.
Yeah, like Kiss ibuprofen and whatever, multivitamin.
And we did try Kiss rum.
Yeah, and it was specifically like Kiss.
Well,
Rock City rum.
It was something like that, yeah. And we need to give a shout out to our buddy Scott over at ETC, the official rum sponsor of this week's episode.
Yeah, even
Because
though he's
he bought
not
the
on,
round.
he bought the round.
He bought the round. He's the sponsor.
Yeah,
That's how sponsorship works, Andy.
Wait, so the big check that I wrote to the TEA was unnecessary?
well, that was to the TEA.
Yeah, we do
this
not
is
represent
not
the
the
TEA.
TEA.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I know how to sponsor a round of drinks. That's no problem.
Well, I'm also saying that I'm not beyond saying Rum and Nerdy coming to you from the Andy studio
That's right.
for the low price of what do you think, $5,000?
I don't know. We need to get a video operation.
However, at that point, can we evict Podcat?
We can try. Have you not met Podcat?
Yeah, I'm quite well acquainted if anyone recalls from the last episode.
I think he can teleport.
Please don't. Please don't. Please no.
Podcat has mad skills.
Well, How is everybody's SATE? The Storytelling, Architecture, Technology equals Experience Conference for the TEA.
I like the addition of the equal sign this year.
Yeah,
That's where it used to be.
Yeah, it absolutely
That's
used to be there.
old school. That was the intent.
Okay, then I like the retro approach because it makes way more sense this way.
It was kind of a theme. I believe Matt Barton brought it back where he's like, it's not an acronym, it's an equation.
Yeah. The idea is to have a great experience, you need these cornerstones.
Correct.
Yeah. It's not like, hey, you can have a really good experience in shitty architecture. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
The horseshoe hasn't fallen in yet, has it?
That's more of a technology thing.
Oh, true. So does engineering fall in the technology category or the architecture category?
Little
Yes.
column A, little column B. You can engineer anything.
This is true.
Disney was working on the story engine thing for a while, so they were engineering story. Look, you can do
I've got engineering.
And how well did that
fucker.
work?
Can you engineer me?
Back to the cat.
Yeah. Doesn't even matter. Anyway, so we're coming to you live from the Knott's Hotel lobby. We always do this in the lobby, so it's noisy. There's some kids over there literally playing patty cake. And so if you hear clapping and arguing, it's because there are kids here.
It's always fun. I think the first time we did this was at the TEA Inspire conference when it was in Hollywood. And it was a lot of fun because we were hanging out in a ridiculously busy lobby in Hollywood. And just every time someone would walk by, it was like, oh, hey, come on over, grab the spare mic.
Yeah.
I think we had like 5 guests that day.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun.
It was great, and getting to see, especially in this context where we have the ability to come by and kind of give their 2 cents. We're going to suffer through Andy's opinion for the whole episode, but
Fair
we
point.
might get somebody come by and interrupt you. So you listeners, you're going to have to deal with us getting hugs because we're huggers.
True.
Well, I'm a handshaker, but I get pulled into it. It's the curse of the engineer.
So awkward.
I know, I am. We are an awkward people.
I don't know how to agree without being offensive. Jeez.
It's okay, Greg. You can say it. I give you permission.
Okay. Like we're best friends, and you are the most awkward hugger.
I am.
Well, next to my sister, like you go from I do love you, and as soon as we hug, you're like, I'm a 2x4.
Yeah. Like, what do I? What?
You need to take lessons from Michael, your lighting designer.
Oh yeah,
That's a man that can hug.
Yeah.
okay.
Put your chin down, turn your head a little bit, and squeeze. Like lean into the hug, man.
Yeah, but like chin down, that feels like,
Snuggling.
I was gonna say a personal foul cost you 15 yards. Can't put your head down.
No. He didn't say lead with the head. He just said tuck your chin a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a form issue. This is not about function.
Hey, face mask.
Don't be afraid to touch somebody with your ear. Like, it's not where you pulling your head back. It's
Waiting for him to say,
come on.
ears are for hearing only.
I don't know. I'm weird. I'm just recoiling in horror.
Yeah.
Don't touch my ear.
Well, this is how much I love you, is that I will hug the hell out of you, and I'm a great hugger, by the way, but I also love you enough to send you a shitty Excel file just so you can fix it.
He's not even joking.
And he does this out of the kindness of his heart.
He'll be like, "Hey, could you review this? Like, not even in the context of fix the formatting. Just like, hey, you check my math on this, or hey, I finished up this thing I was working on." He sends it over to me, and then it comes back completely formatted and updated. And by the way, it added a column that gives you a subtotal. He's like, "Oh, thanks."
And
wait, what?
This is the thing. I legitimately got to a point where even if I finish this, he's going to redo it. So it's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put the metrics in there and just let him finish it instead of me spinning my wheels.
This is proof positive of a system that works.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. That is absolutely fair.
So speaking of spreadsheet,
Yes.
this gentleman worked on the spreadsheet that generates the content committee's grading of the submissions.
Yeah, we had, I think, over 80 submissions this year.
84.
84 submissions.
How many did we have in the show?
We
So it breaks down to the formula for the quantity of time that fits. We start, and it gets massaged based on different things, but we start with 12 individual 20-minute presentations, a keynote for each day, and 4 panels total. So it's 12, 1, and 2, or 12, 1 per day, 2 per day.
That's like the goal formula, and depending upon the quality of the submissions, the quantity of the submissions, who makes it to the finalists, it's like, well, maybe we'll take this panel and split it up into 2 individual sessions, or hey, this is a really good panel, maybe we'll strike 2 individuals.
Here's 3 individuals that are all talking about the same thing, turn it into a 40-minute panel instead of 3 20-minute. It's exact same conversations.
It's where the curation part of the process comes in, because you also want to arrange things so that you kind of get a theme. We've been doing a thing that has really helped out with overall flow, where we do the combined Q&A.
Yeah.
So you have
That does seem to be working better.
Yeah, you'll have like similar. Yeah, because sometimes you'll have presenters, and there's 0 questions after their speech, but you've already allotted the time for it. And sometimes you have presenters where, oh my gosh, they could have had 3 Q&A sessions, and you wouldn't have gotten through all of the audience interaction.
And like legitimately, we had 2 groups, specifically Alexandra from Float 4 and Emily from, well, she's more independent, but she's in the video game industry.
Yes, yeah.
And we paired them together, and they both came off stage, and they never really met beforehand or any of that, but they came off stage going like, oh my God, you were right out there. And their Q&A.
Continuing the conversation backstage.
But specifically on stage, there was so much synergy between them, because the conversations, those questions linked to both of their topics. And when the curation committee really does the job right, we are setting them up for success. So it's not just about maximizing the time, it's about grouping things to continue the conversation right.
And that's really where you see the value, because it's, taking everything that has just been presented to the audience, and then the audience is like, okay, well, what about meh? And they take it into the next realm, and just amazing synergy, and that's.
And I will say the synergy was really good this year.
Yeah.
The sessions, the pairs of sessions really did go well together in every instance, actually.
And when you look at it, especially when you get 84 submissions, and in fairness, like there's one guy that submitted 3 different topics, and because he's like, I can take this a couple different ways, and I want you guys as the content curation committee to tell me what fits with the other things. Initially, I was quite honestly like, come on, just pick your favorite one. But I do understand his argument of saying, you're curating this, which direction should I approach this from, so that it could be paired better. So there's that whole conversation. But in that,
It's a strategic approach.
I'll
give him that.
But another part of that strategic approach is you weigh everything out, but that spreadsheet also gives you the ability to denote, is this conversation storytelling, architecture, or technology? And it was funny, because going back to the debate of what SATE stands for, in the content committee, they're like, well, this is experience. All of them should be experience. If all of them are not experience, they should not, they're not the strong candidate. But for us to go through after the grading, and it was like, on a scale from 1 to 100, there are 3 94s. And the presentations were so strong that 94 is on the fence.
Yeah, it was
wow.
It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts.
And then, but the lowest score that existed was like a 79, and which really speaks to the quality of 84 submissions. But for us too, when we go through and it's like, okay, we get down to those 94, it's about going in and saying, you know what, we have one conversation about architecture. And being able to kind of reevaluate to make sure that we are also finding balance in those cornerstones of what SATE is, to really fill out the overall content. We're waving.
So,
hi, Terry.
I'm scrubbing my memory now, and occupational hazard as an architect, but did we have
it's
any?
Gonna smell terrible.
It does. It really does.
We're gonna do some hugs. Say everybody.
We warned everybody
Run the
this would
Nerd Night,
happen.
Say,
We can
hi, Terry.
Hi.
No, you're good.
Thank you for everything. Thank you. Say hi.
Hello.
So these unbelievable ladies are the workers. They're the ones that do a lot of the legwork and heavy lifting.
Actually
for
make
us.
the event happen.
Yeah, the TEA staff that really there's so much that happens behind the scenes to make sure that you go from venue to venue, location to location, and everything just flows throughout the
taking the signage,
week.
making sure badges are printed,
Moving
the
300
ribbons for recognizing speakers and sponsors.
Moving 300 people through a theme park from lunch to the theater, back to the thing, over to a break. Hell, even in and out of a theme park. Hosting this inside of a theme park
It's a lot of work.
it's logistically challenging.
Yeah. So much
demanding.
love to
Demanding,
that whole
yeah.
team.
Absolutely.
And those are the moving parts you don't see.
Nope.
And that's what's supposed to be.
No.
You're not supposed to see the clockwork.
Oh yeah, I've attended this conference for over a decade prior to becoming involved with the production, and you always just sort of you show up, and everything just happens, and then you leave, and you're like, wow, that was great, and you don't fully appreciate. Oh crap, there was a lot of work that went into that being as seamless as it felt.
Yeah.
And
so-
it's all delivered with a smile.
Yeah, it is, and they're great. So back to the content. So
Yeah.
when we're talking about that, we have 84 submissions. We've got to go through and grade them, and there's the occasional unfortunate, this really doesn't meet the theme, or we always kind of over exaggerate this. This is not what happens. I'll clarify that, but the over exaggerated hyperbolic version of this is, what's your presentation? I would like to present next year's product line for our video projectors, starting at this 4K conference room and all the way up to the 1 million lumen project. And we don't actually get that, but sometimes the presentations are clearly...
We get close.
Yeah, we get hey, here is our product and or service, and this is how we apply it. And so sometimes we just have to very clearly say, it's expensive with hotel and travel and the ticket.
Yeah.
And it's expensive, and we don't want the expectation of people showing up
Yeah, well,
to a commercial.
and I will say because the handful of times that we've gotten very gratuitous submissions like that, it has always been not from a member of the design team or leadership. It's been some marketing department at a corporate headquarters.
Yeah.
Emails in a submission because they found a link on the website, and they're just so removed from the community that it's like, oh wow, that's absolute left field.
But I would presume those get flushed.
Oh yeah,
Immediately.
Those don't even make it. A lot of those, we'll do sort of a first scrubbing, and it doesn't happen often.
Sure,
It's
sure.
like, oh no, that's literally a commercial. Or
And there's a place for that. You might go to an InfoComm or something like that, where it's
yeah.
a trade show with all the booths and everything, and they always have that little stage where somebody's presenting their product, and it's appropriate there.
No, it is, and a lot of times, those companies will take, oh, this is the presentation we gave at InfoComm last year. Let's submit it to the TEA for SATE, and it's like, no, that's a great presentation. It's just
Not for here.
It's not what this conference
Yeah.
is, and
It's not on theme. It's not a message.
and we tell them that, and they're very understanding. Like, oh yeah, no, this is something that we put together for another show, or it's something that was in the can. But no, it's not the thought leadership that we're shooting for at SATE.
And to kind of button that up on the backside, our hope is that if we curate really, really good content, those presenters on stage really will come across as not plugging their product, but showing their intelligence and their expertise. And inherently that promotion is going to happen. And I think in a better way, because instead of saying projector number 62512, it's like, hey, I've never seen that approach. I really want to bring them and engage them in my project, and then they get to work that way.
We had someone from an AV firm, very well known in the industry, very active in the TEA, great group of people. They submitted a paper, and actually it was 10 years ago or something. It was when we were at the SCAD, up in Savannah, and it was about projection, and it was like it was how basically the evolution of lighting and projection and how we've arrived at like laser projectors and all that.
That is the perfect subject matter.
And it was brilliant. And it was like, here it is all through the years. This is how we got here. This is what the technology does now.
This is how photons work.
Isn't this amazing?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
And then at that point, if they happen to have a laser projector, it's an afterthought.
Yeah.
And we make one.
Oh, yeah.
It's the process, not the product.
Yeah.
You know, it's the thought leadership, it's the trends, and that's really what SATE is about, is where the industry's going. You know, at the same time, you know, sometimes we get retrospective and we're talking about the history of a thing, but we try and do that in the context of the evolution. This is what has been, therefore this is what is now.
No, absolutely. But it's and the other fun part, you know, this year we've done it in years past, but this year more than others is there's so many other avenues for content within the organization that there's been a number of panels because, you know, the first half you're like, okay, you know, these are good, but they're not great, and we have so many submissions that, you know, we can cut it in half, and you're starting to cut greats. Like it's there's some.
Agreed.
There's just not enough time in the 2 days, but some of the presentations like this would be awesome for a third-party event or a web series or something. So we're still trying to capture all of that content. You know, even for the upcoming TEA podcast. Yeah. Stuff that like, hey, would you be interested?
Shameless plug.
Would you be interested in doing that as a thought leadership piece for this other medium? And I think we've collected a lot of interest in that.
Oh, for sure. And it spreads that content. And that's kind of the point of that, is to take that content and put it out to consumers that could not come here and participate for budgetary reasons, time, obligations, other things going on. So I think that's important.
Yeah, there was a handful of presentations because you know the conference was not recorded, and there's a handful of presentations that I missed because I was working backstage. Yeah. But I talked to
the hardest working guy in the TA.
Yeah, I talked to some of the presenters afterwards. Like, yeah, we really like this one. We're thinking about recording it for like internal use. I was like, okay, well, one, I need a copy, but two,
please,
you know, we would be interested in hosting that because some of this is really good, and I don't want to say it's really good content, but it's also clean because it's from SATE, because it's from SATE. So it's not like logo slapping. It's a company neutral, brand neutral, clean presentation that's just about the thought leadership. So that's something that the TEA can host on their website, and then, you know, you're not showing favoritism or, you know, doing anything like that. It's just no, this is member added value that we want to get out to the public.
Before we move on too much and talk about the content, I do want to finish up talking about the content committee.
Oh yeah.
So so much work. You've got 84 presentations, and these are people who like went through all of them.
Yeah.
And really, and the interesting thing is, we had them go through all of them, kind of separated out the ones that were clearly not right, and then we took about half to 2/3 and said, read them again. And one of the things that's important is, one, the content committee is very diverse. We make sure that we balance out not just like gender or race, but go geographic location, professional vertical, like as many different diversities as we can get in so that we can have these arguments. So we go through and
argument is the wrong word. It's a discussion.
Yeah. Well, you're right. But I want to say debate too, because and I'll be perfectly honest. One of the more popular ones in this presentation was Joel's on the Savannah Bananas. Everybody loved that. Me, I've got this weird, unreasonable distaste for baseball. I don't know why. I just don't. So when I see it, I'm like, I can't.
In fairness, only your love for football offsets the un-Americanness. I hate baseball too. So
yeah. So, you know, and that's my problem. And maybe it's not fair, but the system set up so that when we did that initial debate, And so many people are like, this is awesome, and they're so passionate about it. As soon as it wasn't like I agree with it, there were people on the content committee that passionately were like, screw you, you're wrong. I'm like, no, I'm not wrong in that I don't like baseball, but tell me why this is a great presentation. And as soon as they started talking, I'm like, I'm removing my vote because my vote's wrong.
Yeah.
And the system's set up so
Yeah.
that even though us as chairs are kind of guiding it, we set it up to where we will lose the debate instantaneously.
Yeah, and that's it's always a hard thing to do if you're in the content committee for the TEA, or you're with your team at back at your office doing stuff. The moment where you realize like I'm wrong, like my opinion is that but that's the right solution for what we're doing. That's probably one of the biggest learning / growth things you can ever do as an individual is being able to step back and be like, you guys got it.
And in that application, you've got somebody who's not associated with the bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not gratuitous self-promotion. Mm-hmm. And you've got, and maybe it's a case study, but it wasn't, it was a dissection of the growth and the business practices and the intelligence of the experiential of the activity.
But that's also something that came out of the committee is hey, we like the concept behind your presentation. It cannot be a case study. We got to work really hard. We know it's very case study forward-esque, but we got to be very hard to pull it back into the thing. And we worked with the presenter to do that, and it was probably one of the more case study-ish of all of the presentations.
But there's something to the subject matter.
Yeah.
Where and having personally not been at all involved in the content committee.
Yeah, you just showed up.
Pretty much.
Easy
button. Kind of what I do.
Wrote a check.
Yeah. Oh, I got to say something on stage? Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But I think it's almost like it's anti-confirmation bias. It's hey, let's take something that is polarizing, baseball. It's sport. Half the people don't
honestly,
like sport.
It's not. Baseball's baseball.
I'm trying to be generous here. Let me go with this one.
Yeah.
Let me run with the thought.
Okay.
But the fact of the matter is, I think the presentation is not ultimately about the sport. It's not ultimately about the team. It is about the commodification of an experience based on a sport that should not be entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, and I'm going to make sure that even though I threw myself under the bus and said I voted against this thing, I'm also going to say I was wrong. Joel knocked it out of the park. It was a presentation that was amazing, and it was well received. When you talk to people, it was like certainly in the top maybe quarter or half of the well received presentation. So congratulations, Joel. And this is from a family that it's not one person in the family. The family participates in this project, in this event, and they always lead with thought leadership. So it was great.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I was wrong, and I'll be okay with that.
No, but
Sandy, did you hear that? Sandy, did you hear that?
We can pull out that recording and you can make it your ringer.
Stay out of my marriage.
No, but I mean,
keep my wife's name
out your
mouth.
Anyway, so content creator. Just to wrap that up, thank you guys. That Herculean effort,
and we did. That's one of the fun things, that I know it's 2 small slides, on each day, just thanking the TEA staff, thanking the content committee, but that's a lot of people that put a lot of work into this. Yeah. And when you see attendees walking away from the conference saying, "That was a really good conference. There was a lot of great presentations this year." Yeah, that was effort.
Well, and
those are the unsung heroes.
It was a lot of effort.
And people coming to you and I and says, "Oh, the content was so great. Thank you. You did a great job." I'm like,
Nope.
Content committee. Nope. We put the people in the room and scheduled the meeting, but they were the voices.
Yeah, as far if to stick with the sports analogy, you and I were the referees. They were the players on the field.
Right. Yeah. Don't make any Chiefs jokes about referees.
We made an arena for the for the challenge of sport. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Moving on.
Architecturally, for the conference, was there anything that you wanted to speak of from behind the scenes, the development?
So, when you talk about it, there's always glitches. There's like systematically there's glitches, whatever. Like the opening act reception, the kind of garden courtyard audio system.
Bad audio at an opening reception in a SATE.
Yeah.
That never happens, Greg.
Well,
You
and
could've
it's still
stopped at
better
bad
than
audio.
like last year. I'm doing the
Lloyd Dobler.
Lloyd Dobber held the boombox over my head so somebody in a microphone can announce the winners.
Yeah, it was the Masters thing.
Yeah. So
The Masters, because the Masters pinning ceremony is always before the conference starts, and then
Yes.
The reception.
then they have the actual induction ceremony during the conference.
Yeah. So there was that part of it. Functionally, Knott's was an amazing host. I'm so appreciative of them. Their stage crew was top tier. Those guys were so amazing. But functionally, we're in a venue that had been scavenged for their Not Scary Farm technical equipment.
Yeah.
And they had to piece that back together without cannibalizing their nighttime shows.
It was in between, because they're gearing up for the winter show right now. So it's in between the summer show and the winter show.
They were literally about to put the ice down for the ice skating.
Literally about to put the ice down. Yeah, the stage had like an 8-inch depression, going down to a concrete slab around the whole thing. We had to put a ramp and tape up for the presenters because, this is going to be an ice skating rink soon.
In a week.
But in order to fulfill our audio needs, they had to basically scavenge together an audio system, which is not easy to do. So when the audio techs showed up, they're like, "Oh, why is this not tuned? Why are the levels not set? Why is the okay?" So,
but what we didn't have that has happened in the past is like, hey, we played this video and the audio didn't work, or there was
None of that.
Yeah, they nailed it, and even when it was like a microphone glitch or whatever, that crew jumped on it immediately. There's the front of house crew, the backstage crew.
Well, and then the Nuts team did a good job, but also Brian. So Brian's been our showrunner for 3 years.
Yeah, is this
his third year?
It was Casey Knotson this year.
Yeah, and Casey Dollywood this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he's been picking up stuff, and he has stage notes and things that he's been doing. He checked like the video thing, where you get the audio or you get the video but not the audio. He went back and reviewed, because every presentation gets loaded into a master deck, and then he's driving the entire show off of a master slide deck on one machine. And he went through the master slide deck and verified every single video was playing. And there's like several occasions, and actually the Bananas presentation was one where the videos transferred in wrong, and we had to reload all of the videos the day before the presentation.
No stress there.
None. But Brian has just been crushing it. That guy is a machine. As we all frantically look down at our phones, like, do we all get texted at the same time, or like, is there like an emergency alert? Or
Thankfully, the WhatsApp has calmed down a little bit.
Oh my God!
Well, everybody's getting on planes now.
The key to the TEA WhatsApp is to be involved with the WhatsApp group, but also silence the WhatsApp group.
True story.
Silence. Yeah, let's actually lean in. We're going to do a live picture to the WhatsApp group. And just so that I don't drive and text, I'll use voice to text and say, hey, everybody, we're down recording a podcast in the lobby. If anybody's walking out, make sure you say hi.
Be sure to run up and scream into Greg's ear.
It's funny that because it kept recording you because you talked right over.
Oh, in the text message? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so that's fun. Anyway, backspace, send. There you go. That is sent. So, so content committee, and where do we go from there? The content itself.
Well, we did content. We did run of show. Oh yeah, Next Gen Day, which. In the past, we have always participated in the Next Gen Day because of the way that it was structured this year. Next Gen Day landed on the same day as rehearsals, so was not able to participate in the Next Gen day, but I hear it was amazing.
I heard great things. And for context, so it started years and years ago, and it was always like that speed networking thing that they would do at the end of it.
Yeah, the Gib Gab.
And it grew and it grew and it grew. And I think it really kind of hit its stride about Las Vegas 4 years ago. And it became a day thing that you would do. And as it progressed and they started involving the TEA masters, one of the things that happened was the masters who are at their own expense, at their own time, are coming and participating in this. One of the things where it's like, hey, we want to participate more, but that extra day is difficult to fit into our very busy schedules.
Yeah.
So they actually requested last year if there was a way to compress it circumstantially this year because of the availability of the host. It was something we needed to do. We're not just at the end of the week and this is Saturday. We're now at the beginning of the week and this is Monday morning, the next gen stuff, and then the reception that night. So it worked out where we got a much higher participation from the masters, and they really leaned in with the next gen committee, and almost singularly with just a little oversight for the first year, they just completely developed that show between those two groups within the organization. And so much great feedback. Scott, who is a great friend of this show we mentioned before and was on the week before last or whenever, and Scott and his company, ETC, Electronic Theater Controls, that company was started by college students way back in the day in Milwaukee. And you know, they are like, their DNA is in helping students. So their participation and Scott's passion for education and on the sponsorship, like you talk about storytelling, architecture, and technology being the three legs of the experience. Next Gen, Masters, and a sponsor like ETC were the three legs of making Monday's presentation so freaking good. And we are being joined by Mr. Sean.
The one, the only.
Sean.
You want to
check out? Yeah.
Hey guys.
You want to green light him?
Noise reduction.
There you go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Sean Rich delivering beverages.
You haven't been on the show in a minute.
Been like 6 months or longer.
Yeah.
I know, man.
I tell you what.
Oh, what are the little ones? Is that water?
Waters.
I'll take a water.
The
Yes.
clear soda is
good.
called water.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this clear non-alcoholic beverage you're handing me?
Without
Yeah.
bubbles in it at that.
Yeah, it's almost like
Sean is offloading
93%
things he doesn't
of
want to
your
fly
body
back
is
to
made of
Florida
this
with.
stuff.
Absolutely. What are we talking about today?
Reviewing SATE.
Awesome. It was great.
Yeah. What was your
SATE,
favorite part?
My favorite part about SATE, it was uniquely different than all the other SATEs. You know, we're always going to a new venue or a different theme park and such. I think my best takeaway from this week was it was not dedicated to one particular spot. We actually did a lot of hopping, so I think that actually played to this lovely
Outside
part.
the theater.
Outside of the theater, correct?
Yep.
But you never really get to see one of the nostalgic, very, 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 very OG original theme parks. And this is kind of the genesis of going from chicken fryer stand to theme park. And you saw how that design happened. And you know, in our world, you often will have a design idea, then we'll design an attraction and a world around it. This was like the RD&E concept before it really was. So it was kind of nice to see it up front and personal. And I hadn't been to Knott's in over 20 years, so this is great.
This is my first time at Knott's.
And we did the Not Scary Farm on Sunday night when we got here, and it's interesting because like a lot of people don't realize they didn't invent the haunted house, but Knott's they were the first theme park to do a theme park Halloween separate ticket event,
which I did not know.
Yes.
years before Universal did it.
Yeah.
They've kind of owned that space. But real fast, just because we're zero prep and we jump around.
We're occupying an active hotel lobby.
And we did just throw out on the WhatsApp group, stop by and say hi, and we've got another person. Welcome.
Hi there.
Hi.
Introduce yourself to the internet.
Oh, to the internet. I'm Shireen Kimani. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. And you're with EOS?
Yeah, I'm with EOS Light Media. Work in marketing and strategy. And the theme night
Western
entertainment
Division
space.
board member.
Western Division. That's a
board,
big. That's a
yes.
big one.
And
Chair of the
you and I were
Ops committee.
There we
yeah,
go.
because we talked about the content committee. We went all through that process and how much we appreciated the participation, but also the amount of work that you all had to do.
And Greg really enjoyed highlighting the fact that he was wrong about the Savannah Bananas presentation.
Oh, that was an amazing presentation.
Yeah. But in that process, at the first, I'm like, I don't like baseball. I don't care. And like, I have an unreasonable dislike for baseball. It's just, I don't know why. I just really don't like. This is terrible. But I was wrong. But in the presentations, when everybody got real passionate about it, I'm like, awesome. I'm wrong. You don't need my vote. But at the same time,
we had a spreadsheet. We didn't need a vote anyway.
The classic spreadsheet. Yes.
The number was higher, so eat it.
So the other part of that too is the after the selection portion of the content committee's participation is, and I jokingly refer to it as the content Sherpas. And so you were assigned a couple of the presentations to touch base with them and review and guide them. And one of those, I was the chair partner for you, and we had several meetings to review things, and that was a great process too.
Yeah, really fun to work on, work with the presenters and get a sense of what they're thinking and how it's all going to come together.
I was going to say, was there any surprise presentation for you? Working behind the scenes to kind of get them across the line. Was there one that came together where you were like, "Whoa, I did not see that sticking the landing as good as it did"?
Adam Bizark's presentation, hit me in my feels in a big way. Wasn't expecting to feel as emotional as I was going through that. I thought that it was a really interesting format for a presentation, really engaging and really unique. It was
technically it was one of the most difficult presentations we've ever done for SATE to coordinate those elements.
Specifically, the technical elements.
So for those not here, can you guys describe what exactly that setup was? Because it was unique.
My Uber is here, so I'm going to pass this back to you guys.
So no,
Shireen cannot.
No.
We'll do it on a future episode. But it was great getting to know you over the process, and thanks for participating again. Literally, you and the rest of the committee made this really great.
Thanks for including me. Happy to help and give back to this community.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Safe travels.
Good question that we're just not going to get an answer for.
But we can answer. Andy can answer because he saw it.
As she literally runs out the
Literally
door.
sprinting out the door.
It was somewhere between a sprint, but also between a sprint and a saunter.
It was slightly saunterish.
Yeah.
You saw Adam's. So I didn't. Adam's presentation specifically is the one where talking to him afterwards, I'm like, I need you to do that again, but record it so I can see it because I hear it was awesome.
So actually, I came in maybe 5 minutes late, so I missed the setup myself.
Oh my God!
I know.
You're supposed to be in your seat before the thing.
That's
I made a housekeeping announcement. The
and
restrooms are through the doors.
My
to the
anti-authority
left,
problem.
back,
They told us all that stuff.
Silence your
you
cell
guys
phone.
said so, and I just said, I got 5 more
We'll
minutes
shoot
to finish
you
this call.
and the presenter sitting next to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So Greg, since you may have been the only one that of the three of us that was in there at the beginning, was that all live feed or were those canned and pre-recorded?
Should we let the?
Or did I just let a cat out of a bag that shouldn't have been let out?
I mean, because I was backstage as well. I was not in the theater for it, but we'd rehearsed it and things like that.
Well, every part of his presentation was recorded, like the video clips and the things, because he had a number of industry friends, gave testimonials. I guess is the best way to describe it. There was some active stage components that happened with lighting and sound effects that was all driven by stage cues, but the testimonials were all pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, because having tried to pull one of those off, doing the live one person and the recorded others, That is difficult.
You've got to know your lines, and you've got to
But I
speak
mean-
to the recording like it's live. And
Yeah.
he
No,
did
that was
great
a
job of that.
conversation. He had a conversation with those recordings.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked the question, because walking in, the analytical side said there is no way there are this many people. There's not a Zoom working this well.
No,
Live.
No, it was all recorded, and he was backstage for a while, reviewing all of that stuff. And I thought, oh, like he's just practicing his lines, he's doing his notes. I'm like, oh, that. I'm finding out right now that's what he did. So I'm like, oh, that all makes sense. but I mean, Adam is always a crusher. All of his presentations, because he's such a great presenter, as well as having creative content ideas to deliver. So. There might have been a reason that he ended up at the end of day one.
Yeah. No, he was ended day 2.
End of day two.
Day 2.
Yeah. No. Well,
it was technically mid-afternoon, day 2.
I don't remember. They're all blurring together.
Yeah.
I thought it was the last. He was the last presentation of the day.
Yeah, we legitimately get people who have to kind of peel off to get to the
Disney
airport
was the last
because
one
they go
of the
home that last day.
Well, okay, they're the last, but he was like, the last.
Oh, he was the last session before the Disney.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and we get that where they're folks are trying to leave early, and this is one of those things where, in the future they're gonna go like, oh, I missed that. Oh, I should have scheduled my flight later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't miss anything because we are.
Spoiler alert: we're gonna put some of the best stuff at the very end of the thing.
Yeah. So
isn't that like the showbiz thing about saving the best for last?
Make you stick around, and 2, make you feel bad for leaving early.
Anyway, because we're getting late, should we address the coffee mug in the room?
I think we should.
We should absolutely address the coffee mug in the room.
So, and your company, Hewlett Zyler, sponsored.
This is a true story.
Kevin Smith, and
the writer, actor, director,
comedian,
author, podcaster,
troublemaker,
gamer,
all around
instigator,
cool fucking guy.
Southwest frequent flyer.
I was able to help coordinate that through a good friend of mine who is a pretty solid friendship with him. Thank you for sponsoring him. The goal
our
there,
pleasure.
The goal there was to, we're in Los Angeles, we're in Hollywood. Let's get an industry adjacent person to come in and say hi and talk about their perspective on this world. We've got a quick hello.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Morgan. I'm the marketing manager for TEA.
We've had a few of the TEA staff come by and say good morning, and we've gotten to say thank you and tell everybody about the behind-the-scenes effort and all of what you do that nobody ever gets to see. And by not seeing it, you did it right.
That's awesome to hear. I appreciate all the kind words. It was a little chaotic, but it was better than last year. So every year we try to improve a little bit more, and we want to listen to all your feedback. So make sure you guys take the survey, answer honestly. We can't change anything unless you tell us. So
right?
Keep it honest. Keep it professional. Just tell us what you want, and we'll try to do our best to accommodate.
Well, just keep working as hard as you're working, and it's only going to get better because you guys are kicking ass. And we love you. You complete me.
You complete me.
We're a whole thing.
You two should speak softer and further away from the mic. I think that would be great.
Yeah, I'm just.
And in more movie platitudes.
I can see
Okay,
how
well, to be
quiet you
fair,
are on the screen.
My voice is wrecked after this whole week. I think I've schmoozed I don't know how many people. I remember everybody's faces, but nobody's names, so make sure you reintroduce yourself at IAPA in 2 weeks.
If there is a reason we have name badges.
I know, but I know all your faces because I do all your pictures, and I did all of the attendee lists.
If this wrecked you, then IAPA's going to kill you.
Oh, yeah, we need a cough drop sponsor.
Wrecked them. Bad joke.
Just for staff.
Lozenges provided to you by the Bizarre Company.
Yeah. Yes, seriously, not even kidding.
We can get the Malort lozenges.
Bring them down to the booth for real, because the smoke kills everybody's throat by like day 2.
Yeah.
And we all sound like we smoke 6 packs of cigarettes a day.
Welcome to SATE Day 2. I'm your host, Sal.
Don't forget to file your papers.
Hi.
Oh, wait, that's Roz, not Sal.
Don't smoke. They'll kill you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for everything.
Well, I'm gonna go grab food before I have to depart for my flight.
We're gonna talk about Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to stick around for this.
I don't want to stick around, but I also need to eat.
Grab a chair.
Well, we got to wrap it up pretty soon anyway, because
yes.
we've got to go to the airport. So if you want to join us, you hold this, and closest to your
Oh,
mouth.
is Sean gonna join us too?
He already did. He said hi.
Okay.
And dropped off soders.
Sody pop.
Soders, yeah.
Just what I need is more caffeine after I've pounded every kind of caffeine this whole week.
Yeah. Red Bull. Anyway, so here's the thing. You sponsored everything.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, so we had an opportunity to get him, and he heard the pitch through our mutual friend and was like, dude, that's cool. And the things he talked about that I didn't realize is
And in
like
fairness,
Clerks 2,
knowing who the mutual
filmed
friend
across the
is,
street.
that is a master of the pitch.
Yeah, our buddy Jason. And we've been talking about getting Jason on for a while. So,
Yeah, we really should. Yeah.
But, to find out that he loves this park because of his childhood, because Clerks 2 literally filmed across the street from here, which I didn't know in
Had
any
a defunct Burger King, is that what he said?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, that was the thing. Wow.
Movies.
Yes.
Yeah, it was filmed right there at that Burger King.
Well, we should go take a picture in front of it later.
There's no more Burger King.
It's too bad there's not an A&W.
This is the
There's
actual
a whole comedy
street
bit on
corner.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in that process, I did a one sheet for him that said, this is what the TEA is, this is what SATE is, here are the demographics and the attendees of, and then here is the promoted blurb that was approved by him to what he was going to talk about. And he went out and he went into his routine and his shtick about his heart and his health and him being a vegan, and that led into a specific story that he participated in because of that journey.
Yeah.
So we're all going like, is this just going to be Kevin Smith on stage doing his bit? And he grabbed the steering wheel 10 minutes in and jerked it back into line, but in a very divisive way. And I'm not going to get into what he said and that. I don't want to do that and have that debate. But what was really interesting was, what was really interesting about it was he focused on bringing it back to a physical object, that hero's artifact.
Yeah.
And how that hero's artifact promotes...
Yeah, this was well after his heart attack.
Yeah. So, but it promotes the idea of the merchandising and the thing and what fans can take with them, but it also ties
Sorry,
to...
it's funny again.
Yeah. But it ties to the emotional connection of the story as it does, so because when we were younger, we didn't have streaming and we didn't have DVDs, and you watched Star Wars, and once it was out of theater, you couldn't watch it again for 10 years.
It was gone forever.
Or until it came on television.
Yeah. So it was always this thing like, oh, I've got to do this thing. So what a lot of the generation did was tie it to that hero's artifact and the thing that you can own, whether it was the action figures or the helmet or any of those things.
Even the soundtrack or memorabilia. Yeah.
So, and then that led into more about storytelling and the emotional connection. Outside of all that, if you know Kevin Smith, he uses cuss words about the same way as we use oxygen.
To be honest, he speaks a lot like me if you ever meet me in person.
Yeah.
I will try to be professional, but I don't have much of a filter, so.
Try less hard with us.
Fair.
When we post this...
You already know how I talk, Greg.
Yeah, but when we post this, we do click the little box that says there is vulgar language, so say the
No, that's profane language.
Say the fuck whatever shit stuff you want to fuck.
I will when it comes up, and it's relevant.
Anyway, so my perspective on that was it was a long way around, but he set the stage and then told the story in exactly the way.
But that's the whole point of it was a setup for storytelling.
Yes. Yes.
And if you've listened to his comedy, that's exactly what he does.
Yeah.
If you hear it in his ear, he goes on a long tangent, and then he's like, ooh, shit, gotta circle back.
Yeah.
He self-corrects himself.
No, absolutely. It was interesting though, because there were a lot of members not as familiar with him and his work. as others. So
And some of them were like, "Oh, that fucking guy."
oh him.
I feel like I should have added his fat filter to his picture. Maybe they would have recognized him then.
Maybe.
Because he lost a ton of weight.
He did.
He did.
He did
Because he's vegan.
Although
I think that was way before then. Because
No,
he's
No.
been skinny for a while, hasn't he?
no.
Due to
Well,
his heart attack,
it was
yeah.
after
Yeah.
his heart attack.
Yeah.
But
Now, is he purposely wearing the blazer from before? Or
No,
is that
because
also the ill-fitting blazer is a thing?
No, it's a thing. It's
Okay.
like, yeah, I think that's kind of his shtick, the really big blazer over the graphic. Because the graphic shirt was, I think, a clerk shirt that he had on underneath it.
and the shorts
Yeah.
and the backwards hat. I mean,
Well,
that's
they were
the,
jorts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was on brand.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, the backwards hat.
100%
Yeah.
is love.
Down
That
to
too,
the
that too.
eyebrows as well.
But, yeah, and just because we're kind of getting late in the episode, I want to say on my part, so generous with his time. So he, he was like, I'm all in, I'm going to do this. And his people, who their job is to protect him, is like, we're not doing meet and greets. He's not going to meet that takes forever. And he's a busy guy. But in the moment, we're backstage and it was like, okay, we're going to take a picture with the sponsor. We're going to take a picture with the staff. And then instantly it's like, you want a selfie? Give me your phone. And he's like taking people's phones and doing this thing.
Yeah. It's like, everybody look left.
Yeah. And they're like, do this and be silly. And for us, it was like, oh, you guys got a podcast. Dude, like, we should do a thing.
How many episodes?
Yeah. Oh, he was like, how many episodes? How many listeners you got? And was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, give the phone. And he, like, it was planned it, but it's this, like, he was going to do a promo for Rum and Nerdy. And my phone's in his hand, and he holds it up, and he goes, Rum and Nerdy? Never heard of her. and we're like in there cheesing it up, like, oh my god, we're in like a selfie video with Kevin Smith, and he goes, never heard of her, and we both like serious look and turn and like, you dick.
It came out well. I'll post that this afternoon.
But Kevin had the last laugh because on the first go, he goes, oh no, I was just rehearsing.
Yeah.
Made them do it again.
Yeah. But it turned out great. And then he's walking out and he sees the house stage crew. And he's like, hey guys, you guys, we love the crew. We love you guys are the ones who make it happen. Hey, did you want a selfie? Screw it. Grab your phone and come with me. And he took them back out.
He took them back out.
And did selfies with the crew. And then on his way out, and it was like, we were into this, we got to get him back to his car. He's got to go somewhere. His people said, like, he's got to enter the meeting. Go. And he's like, no, take me shopping.
Yeah.
And he went in the park and went and bought, like, peanut stuff. And
Yeah.
So, lovely.
No, it was, however cool you think he is exactly that cool.
Yeah.
Just genuinely cool.
And just childhood idol from us 80s.
Yeah. From all of us,
All of us mall rats, right?
Yes.
Well, and our age, our demographic.
Not my age demographic.
But
don't get lumped in with the rest of us here.
I saw Clerks when it came out, damn it.
Yeah, I just
movie sold. It was in black and white.
I didn't know you were ancient. But how were the dinosaurs back then?
Oh, they were amazing before they turned to oil.
Still mid-career.
They're still thriving.
So, but he was great, and he pissed some people off.
No, he pissed a lot of people off.
Not a lot.
To my count, 8 walked out the door.
It's not that he pissed off.
But I wasn't counting.
It's not that he pissed off a lot of people. It's that he pissed off a small number of people a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think it was there were two polarizing issues. One is whether they were pissed at what was said or not. There was a group of people that were not pleased that we had an outsider, an interloper, if you will, in our midst.
I had not heard that complaint.
Yeah,
I did.
That's
quite a bit.
The profanity made me laugh because have you talked to anybody in themed entertainment? They're fucking and shitting all over the place.
Yeah, well, that too. Then there were some that were just offended by the fact that it was irreverent or too colloquial, which I think makes it great.
Well, the thing that I said to a number of people is that in the TEA we are very supportive of diversity and inclusion. And sometimes diversity and inclusion means a diverse point of view that you are not going to normally get or be comfortable with, and we're going to include people from other careers. And hey, this is a film and television guy, and this is something that we should probably be aware of.
Yeah, and for as much, that's why I'm surprised that people are using Interloper. We've had really good success with that idea that we've been really trying to go and blur lines and get industry adjacent, film and television, sports entertainment, and these are things that, or even like the documentary. We had Leslie Iwerks a couple years ago. We had Mark Donovan from the Kansas City Chiefs on sports entertainment and the evolution of the stadium.
There is so much between, the TEA is not just theme parks, it's all guest experiences. So, I mean, we go from sports stadiums to museums to theme park. I mean, it's all there.
And it's placemaking.
Pop-ups, performance venues, it's very inclusive of all these different versions of experience.
And Brian, our production stage manager, one of the things he wanted to hear about the most, and Kevin talked about it, was the movies from the franchise, because it's all the same universe, the View Askew over.
Yes.
And the fast food chain that's featured most prominently in Clerks 2, but also in Dogma, the movies. They did an experiential pop-up. He is an LBE creator.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he took his own IP and worked with a group and made an experience for guests to go with. So he knows what he's talking about.
Then he did the same thing with the comic book store.
Yeah.
And then he bought the theater in his hometown.
Yeah.
The cinema. Mm-hmm. And what did he say? They did a 5-hour screening of Clerks?
Yeah, where they played a little bit and paused and talked. And
yeah.
I think he said 6.
He's at 6, and then he said they had a whole sleepover event where they started at midnight and went till 6 a.m. and then brought in, was it 7-Eleven food or the gas station food from across the street?
Yeah. So, good stuff. But anyway, it was great. Any last-minute takeaways for SATE overall?
It was probably one of the most interesting and engaging SATEs I think we've had in a long time.
There's a lot of trying to think outside the box.
Yeah, a lot of new stuff. Trying to actually push some boundaries and deliver the members something that's a little new, a little fresh, a little unexpected.
Absolutely. What about you?
I mean, it's great every year. This is, I don't know, my 4th or 5th at this point. They do keep getting better and better. We are doing better and better. Just makes me want to be more involved.
So here's one for you. Do you feel you received everything that you wanted for your sponsorship dollar? Because you're legit TEA, SATE. I mean, your company sponsors a lot of stuff,
and you're on the Western board.
Yeah, you're a Western board member.
Indeed.
So I mean, as my company can also attest to, there's some amount of subsidizing TEA activities with your time because that's not nothing.
True.
But at the end of the day, because this was a legitimate hey.
So okay, I mean, if to speak, on the personal level, it's a great company where they do support this and they do understand the value, and the ROI is getting on stage and being able to introduce Kevin Smith, which was like a dream come true for me, personally.
You opened for Kevin Smith.
I got off stage and Greg patted me on the back.
There wasn't many jokes though, so did you really open?
Oh, he opened.
Oh, I opened. Oh no.
No.
Hey, actually, there was a big joke.
Greg didn't say that, man. That was
year,
my line. I own the you open for him bit.
Next year,
true.
He's going to win at 2 truths and a lie, because that's going to be a truth that nobody believes.
People are going to confuse him with the other Kevin Smith, the one that's associated with Adam Sandler. You know that, right? You're going to have to be very clear on that.
Another Kevin Smith.
No lie.
Adam F. Goldberg. What?
Yeah, that guy.
It's Andy and Silent Bob. That wasn't silent in any.
Strike again.
Speaking of Jay and Silent Bob.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
keep going.
Any other last thoughts, and we're gonna wrap it up.
No, that's how it goes. We interrupt Andy and move on.
Oh yeah.
Well, go ahead, finish.
No. This is on brand. Go for it.
I mean, I know you guys get a lot of emails from me if you're from TEA, but read them seriously. I put a lot of work into them, and there's a lot of information in it. So please don't complain when you don't know things, and they're right there.
And she promises to send you a drink ticket for every grammar error you can point out.
No, I did not promise that. That was not in the book.
Yeah. ChatGPT's fault anyway.
Yeah. And we get a drink ticket every time we put words in your mouth.
Sure.
See, just did.
Did you? I'm sorry I interrupted you. I'm looking at the clock going, shit, I got to get on an airplane. But
yeah, no, I know. Very quick answer to your question. I think it was worth every bit of effort, financial time, etc. The value add of the sponsorship of the entire conference, it's without question. And to have been backstage to find out that we fulfilled a bucket list item for Kevin Smith.
Oh, playing him off.
Playing him off the stage.
The first time he's ever been played off.
It's the first time he's ever been played off, and he actually gave you guys a hug and said, "Thank you. I've been wanting that my whole career."
I've never been played off stage, and not just played him off stage with Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
What a Wookiee.
Yeah. Anyway, that was fantastic. Any last notes?
No, it'll take me a while to fully digest all of it, yeah. And like I said, because I was working backstage for the whole thing, there's a handful of presentations I need to get a hold of and review, but yeah, we'll see.
My parting thoughts is going to be, it's so much work, and there's drama associated with that work, and
it's every workplace, by the way.
But
it's not just
true story.
And it can be painful, and you're exhausted, and you're tired, and whatever. But I will say that spending so much time putting in to do something like SATE, it's exhaustion. But I'll say that exhaustion's like a drug. You kind of crave that the show must go on, and you push through it, and you do it, and you celebrate it, and you celebrate each other. And so everyone from the content committee to the TEA staff to the speakers to Knott staff, literally none of this happens without every single one of you and every spoke in that wheel. And thank you, everyone.
We're going to be sick of each other, like, after IAPA, by the way.
We're sick of each other.
I was going to say after?
Yeah.
Well, IAPA's like the Super Bowl times 3, so.
Yeah. It's the Catalina wine mixer.
Superb owl.
Yeah. So, to start off, thank you, Dave Martin.
DemoDavePro.com.
Yeah, who also does all of the work for the voiceovers and
all the voiceover work. And we had a handful of presenters that were like, "Hey, could I get a copy of my Voice of God intro to the thing? Because I want to make that my ringtone."
Yeah. So that was great.
Wait, that's a thing?
We could do
Not
that.
for you.
I'll call Dave myself.
Not for you. So check us out at our website, rumandnerdy.com. That's rumandnerdy.com.
Social media, we're at rumandnerdy, also A&D.
Speaking of that, you can email us, show@rumandnerdy.com, and stuff. I think that's pretty much it. You guys want to plug it at teaconnect.org?
Absolutely, teaconnect.org for more information about the TEA. And
download the app, seriously.
Oh yeah, the app is
super useful.
There's an app for that.
And
I know our site's annoying sometimes, but
anything special that listeners should know going into IAPA?
We are going to launch TEA Central with table meetings soon, maybe tomorrow.
That was a great help last year.
Depending on timing, maybe next week.
Also, this airs tomorrow, so there's no real context of time for.
Well, either way, it's going to launch soon. So if you haven't booked meeting spaces yet for IAPA, come to TEA Central. Yeah, it's powered by PepsiCo this year, and they're going to have drinks beyond sodas, so Celsius, Poppy, Starbucks drinks that you won't get on the floor. So come by, get some swag.
TEA Central is really going to be kind of the VIP lounge of the IAPA North America show floor.
Yeah, lots of exciting stuff in it this year. It's going to be completely done with hedge balls and everything, so really elevated compared to last year.
Nice.
It's what the plants crave.
It is. Yes, it's what plants crave.
Yeah.
It has electrolytes.
It's always good. Stay nerdy, my friends.
Welcome one and all. Y'all come have a ball.
turning their backs and refusing to talk till you take them to Knott's? You may wonder why. My assistant will demonstrate. They have rides, fast, fun, exciting rides. Shows like Snoopy's all-new Ice Spectacular. And besides, now you get to see me there live. And Snoopy and Charlie Brown too, of course. My advice? Take your kids to Knott's or never see their faces again.